Hi, this is Greg Kihlstrom. Welcome to the Agile World podcast, where we discuss customer experience, employee experience, and transformation in an agile age. The Agile World podcast is brought to you by TEKsystems, an industry leader in full-stack technology services, talent services, and real-world application. For more information, go to teksystems.com. To read more about the topics discussed on this show, you can go to my website at theagile.world and read my latest articles or get a copy of my latest book, The Center of Experience, a blueprint for creating an experience-led organization, now available on Amazon and other retailers. Hi, this is Greg Kihlstrom, host of the Agile World podcast. Today I'm going to talk about silos and experience. One of the challenges with doing experience well is how organizations are structured and the silos and departments that exist within them. This applies to whether it's employee experience, customer experience, or what I refer to as brand experience, which is the combination of customer experience and employee experience. It's so challenging because a lot of organizations don't have a specific experience team, division, department, and even when they do, it's often hard for that team to exist in a silo. They need so much data and information from other teams. The reason for this is that experience is holistic. In my book, The Center of Experience, I outline all of the different components, everything from the internal and external teams involved, data science, branding, governance, platforms, environments, all of these different things. It's not possible for a single department to own that, let alone an individual or small team of individuals. So experience is challenging for this very reason, is that it requires a lot of people from different disciplines to work together, really to come together and talk about their own individual pieces and how they contribute to the whole. To add to this complexity, when we talk about the internal or the employee experience as well as the external or the customer experience, we're involving even more systems and processes and platforms to the mix. And so it becomes or can become complex. The Center of Experience model that I talk about in my book of the same name gives an outline for how this can be done, the pieces in it, as well as some recommendations on processes and how to really split everything up so that it's manageable. The other part of this is, when done well, the Center of Experience or these teams working together, it really helps everyone understand their place in the larger organization and contribute. So, whether you're in sales, whether you're in customer service, whether you're in IT, HR, marketing, branding, all of these different areas, you're able to see your piece in this greater whole of the company. And it really helps us escape these silos where, you do one job, you don't necessarily see the bigger picture and stuff like that. So the Center of Experience really helps us understand, and it helps us own our part of the experience. Because at the end of the day, who owns this? We can say that the chief experience officers do, and at the end of the day, responsibility for this is key, but all of the individual pieces, they can't possibly manage every single aspect of it. So we need teams, cross-functional teams within an organization to work together and support, whether it's that chief experience officer and what they need to be successful, or this cross-functional group of people that convenes to own brand experience across the organization. So a few ways that this can work. I talk about this a bit more in my book, but a few ways that this can work. First, I call the ad hoc experience group. So what this means is different departments, different groups within the organization come together, they convene, and they understand, okay, well, again, as I was saying earlier, we each have a piece of this. So IT has a piece, HR has a piece, marketing has a piece, communications has a piece, so on and so forth. We're all going to bring our pieces. We're going to map this journey, and where our teams or departments fall in, we're going to bring that to bear, and we're going to help design this journey together. I think that's a great way to start. because it really helps an organization understand that you're not going to get to great experience without a lot of people working together, without a lot of people with a lot of different expertise working together towards this common goal. The second way that I outline is what I call the pilot experience project. So this could be a build on to the ad hoc group that I just mentioned. So actually going through and mapping out a project where this whether it's the ad hoc team or a new team or convening of teams works together and really creates a part of an experience, let's say, that is holistic. So this would be employee experience and customer experience tied together. One example could be in the measurement space of let's tie together happy employees and customers who buy more. Let's see what that looks like. Let's pilot this project. Let's see what happens when we move the needle. When we move the needle on happy employees, does it move the needle on sales? That could be a very beneficial project and a pilot to do. It doesn't mean you're scrapping everything and breaking down silos and changing the entire organization. It's something that's doable, it's manageable, and most importantly, it's measurable. And when you have a measurable success, you can then go back, okay, well, what do we want to do next? That helps you start working towards this ideal goal. And the ideal goal would be the third concept, which is the center of experience, which is, again, we're not necessarily changing departments or divisions within an organization, but we are convening on a regular basis. It's not ad hoc. It's not for a certain period of time. It's not to solve a small issue or challenge. It's let's do this consistently. Let's look at both EX and CX, so both, internal or employee experience and external or customer experience. Let's do this consistently and really have the center of excellence where we know if over 3/4 of companies are competing on experience, we are one of those. And by tying employee and customer experience together, we are going to be more successful. So I encourage you, if nothing else, to at least start that idea of the ad hoc group and start talking with those outside of your department. Even if it's one or two other teams, start talking. If you're in HR, start talking with your IT team, start understanding what their challenges are instead of just passing requests back and forth or something like that, which sometimes happens in organizations. Start talking about the challenges that you wish you could solve and see maybe they can help you solve that. There's a lot of work that can be done even at that level. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next week. Thanks again for listening to the Agile World podcast, brought to you by TEKsystems. I'm your host, Greg Kihlstrom. You can learn more and get a copy of my latest book, The Center of Experience, from my website at theagile.world or on Amazon or other retailers. Until next week, stay agile.